There are lots of cards that go under the radar in Clash Royale, but one of them takes the cake. The Void Spell, Clash Royale's most underrated card. I'm currently top 200 in the world, and I'm going to show you exactly why you need to be using this card. I'm currently playing the best Void deck in Clash Royale, but you don't need to use my deck if you don't want to, because the Void can fit in any deck in the entire game. Now, I would recommend having, Valkyrie or Bomber, something to deal with big groups of units, because if you can't deal with, like, big swarms, or you're going to be absolutely cooked, because the Fireball and stuff like the Poison, the Lightning are good for those kinds of things. Maybe not Lightning, but the Void, that's its biggest weakness. What are its strengths? Oh my god, this is going to be hell. Hell. Okay, maybe I have to arrows this too. That might just be the play here to actually kill everything, and I might just have to abandon this poor Lava Hound. Depends on what he has for air. Do we bring the goblins back? Really? That's just disrespectful. You're gonna bring the goblins back, really? Both towers should be... Okay. Both towers should be shooting at this royal ghost. They will not be doing that, but our bomber is alive and well and will be dealing with the bandit, so we end up on top damage-wise anyways. We end up on top damage-wise anyways. Alright, well, you know what? I wasn't defending those. Had absolutely nothing in my hand, so I'm just going to go ahead and try and get as much damage as I can. I'm aware he is playing a bridge spam deck, so voiding that magic archer at 0 is a little bit risky, but I'm willing to do it because he has most of his spam cards out of his hand, and I'm not super duper worried about that. I could use a Valkyrie here just to get back to my Evo Valkyrie, but I don't think it'd be worth it because I'd like to save my Valkyrie for the next time I go Lava Hound, and also because he has recruits. Here's the advantages to playing something like, I'm going to completely tank that right lane, I think, and then just go in for some defense over here. Summon these goblins back once the princess is targeting something so we can kill the princess. And then I think I go for another Inferno Dragon with a bomber really late here so that I don't get 3 crown, and I can also cycle to my Evo Inferno Dragon. But I was gonna, explain the benefits of playing the Void spell, but realistically, I'm going to have no room to breathe this entire game. So I don't feel like that would be a amazing idea on my part. I'm gonna let the bandit dash, even if it dashed on the top. That's the worst Evo Valkyrie I've ever played in my life, by the way. I'm gonna have to arrows these goblins. That was the worst Evo Valkyrie I have ever played in my entire career. My entire career. All right, 12 seconds of defense. How hard can it be? Come on, 12 seconds of defense. We'll explain exactly why the Void is better in the next game. Blame Petal for me not being able to explain why the Void's a good card, okay? I promise it's coming right up. It's that time of day where we are going to be getting plus 18s or minus 42s. But what makes the Void good? That is what we came here to talk about. Now, it has the potential. Let's talk about its floor first. At its floor, you're going to be able to, pair it with arrows to kill things like musketeers and wizards and ice wizards. At its ceiling, you're going to be able to not one tap, but you're going to be able to fully kill musketeers, wizards, idrags, all sorts of things, every kind of building in the game as well. We are up against one of the worst matchups in the entire game for this deck right now, so that's a little bit annoying. But I think we should be able to maybe use the Void to just outplay this guy. We'll see how it goes. But I think we should be able to maybe potentially make some outplays, given we can kill a Goblin Hut, we can kill a Wizard, we can kill pretty much anything we want with the Void. And for 3 elixir, it's almost always going to net you a positive elixir trade. And if somebody's trying to protect something you're voiding, that's additional elixir that's going into the opponent's defense, which you can then use to go opposite lane or continue to apply pressure with your push, whatever. Now that card worries me. The Goblin Hut worries me, but I think I can go Void here and then probably go arrows as well. And even though he has lightning, I should be able to go with my own arrows and be able to get a little bit of damage off of these lava puppies here. So that's not the worst. A Barbell comes out to tank for the lava puppies as well. And so since he's low on elixir, the Royal Ghost will come in late, but I should be able to dodge it and then resummon my goblins here, hopefully. Maybe I should... Oh, that wasn't worth it. That wasn't worth it at all. He timed me up pretty good there. Unfortunately, the Valk had to come out. But, I mean, to be honest, you could see why it's going to be pretty hard to get any damage in this matchup. But I have a little bit of confidence. Maybe that's stupid, but I have a little bit of confidence. Get our bomber ready for these Royal Hogs immediately. I could have probably pre-placed it, but I don't think that would have been too worth it. I think idrag is an absolute necessity to be able to get any sort of damage in this matchup. Like, we're just absolutely going to need to use this. Let's see. I'll go with the Void here. He's really trying to not let me one-tap that Wizard, but we are going to finally bring it down. Unfortunately, also going to have the Valkyrie over here, which means the Royal Hogs are just going to have free reign on my tower. But hey, maybe we can get something going here. Since he's going to have the lightning, we should be able to maybe sneak away with this tower. I think a void spell will work here, even though we pulled the wizard out of the void. Omar, we just pulled the wizard out of the void. What are you doing? Okay, you're not going to go piggies here, right? That would be a really disingenuous play to make. Okay, he's going to go piggies here. We could just Valkyrie late with the arrows and, you know, it's a little makeshift defense, but it's okay. We now have the opportunity to use the pocket, which I think is the best chance for me to win this game. And I'm not kidding. This is one of the worst matchups in the entire game, to just be frank with you. Now, I think it'd be worth it to just throw a void on here, because void plus arrows or void plus a bomber shot would kill this wizard, or would get awfully damn close to killing this wizard. Unfortunately, we're not able to do it there, but I'll be able to throw in arrows on here and kill the wizard. So that's not bad. That's not bad at all. I'll throw a bomber in here as well. And then I think since he's really right next to a wizard, it might be worth it to still chuck this balloon just so we can get the wizard out. I think worth it to void here as well, just to kill these goblins. And then he's going to NATO me into the tower for a death bomb. I think... Okay, that's not going to be quite a death bomb, but I think we can do this. I think we can genuinely do this. Let's go Valkyrie here. Not lava yet. Let's go arrows to get them on the ground. And we're only going to... Okay, we're only going to take like 500 damage there. That's a shit ton of damage, but I mean... We now have an Evo Inferno Dragon. So, and he doesn't have Flying Piggy, so we might be able to actually make something work. I'm going to definitely go with the Evo Inferno here. I think it's probably worth it to still throw the Void up on this. Void plus arrows, and then cycle back quickly. We're going to go Valk, and we're going to go Goblins, so that we hopefully don't take as much Piggy's damage as we potentially could. Okay, I'll go Void and arrows once again to kill this wizard here. We do get the first tap off, which is really, really good for us. We'll go Balloon here as well. We do have to watch out for that Goblin banner. I'm sitting there looking at it a little bit. We'll go Valkyrie here as well to tank. We'll summon some more Goblins and go in with another little play here so we can summon more Goblins. I sound like Quebblecop AI because I'm kind of just rambling. We're able to just apply enough pressure to get away with the win against one of the worst decks in the game. One of the worst matchups in the game, Omar. One of the worst matchups in the game. Also, I spent... Oh, we got a Lava Hound versus Lava Hound. It could be Lava Hound Void versus Lava Hound Void. I've got this Julius Caesar emote that I absolutely love and just never use it. So I should absolutely start using it. I think we just go Lava Hound for the fair, like, point of just tanking for my Inferno so we can actually kill his Lava Hound. I think that's completely worth it. And I don't have my arrows in cycle, so unfortunately I'm not going to be able to kill these little gremlin freaking ants going all over the board. I still sound like Quebblecop AI. I need to lock the hell in. Okay, so he's got Bomber in hand, so it's probably not worth it to summon these Goblins back. I mean, I guess it could be worth it, right? Why not? Let's just go Void on this. We'll save up for an Inferno Dragon in case he goes with the Balloon. Yeah, it's a good play. So he opts not to defend there because he wanted to go with the Loon, which I think is a good play for him because he should be able to get 2 hits with this Balloon here and take the damage lead. But, I mean, it's close enough that he's starting handed. I think we'll be able to get away with this fine. So with the Bomber here, it's going to help against the Void and potentially against Goblins that he'd use to distract. He's going to go with the... Oh, wow. What a play. Okay. I mean, shit, that works. He's going to go in with a defensive Lava Hound. I'm down. All right, well, I'll get a Balloon going in here. We probably tower trade, I think. His Inferno Dragon should be distracted long enough for me to be able to take this tower down. And he doesn't actually summon his Goblins. I thought he was going to summon his Goblins, which is why I said it was going to be a tower trade. But if he's not going to summon the Goblins there, let's try and use arrows to hit this. Then that's perfectly fine with me. We'll take this Void. This should be able to kill the idrag and hopefully the... What? How does that not kill that? What? Oh, God. Oh, God. I'm going to overspend. I'm going to overspend just because I don't want him to take this tower yet. And if he has to commit an entire Balloon, screw it, it's worth it. Screw it, it's worth it. He doesn't have a Balloon for this push. All right, now we both have Evo Inferno Dragons in cycle, and we both have absolutely no way to get rid of them. So what do I do to make sure my idrag gets better value than his idrag? I got no damn idea. I don't have a clue in the world. Let's try and land a Void on it. I think that's the safest bet. We'll try and land a Void on it, and if he bombers, we can go arrows with that to... I mean, okay, I guess that's a play. I didn't expect him to do that at all, to be honest. I thought he was going to go in and try and play some defense, but it apparently is not the case there. We'll go Goblins to tank for our Inferno Dragon momentarily. We should, even though the Void is on the board, it doesn't do that much damage, so we're going to go to Triple Elixir in one of the freakiest games I've been in a little while. It's just really random. Like, we're just kind of doing whatever. We're just vibing. Like, I don't really know what's going on here. I'm going to take these arrows because my Inferno Dragon's not being shot, so we'll be able to clear the board there. That's kind of nice. I'll go Inferno Dragon here. If he tries the Void, I'll go with the Goblins. If not, then we'll just Lava Hound in front. All right. I was not ready for those at all, and I should have been. Let's see, Omar. I think I have a perfectly good opportunity to just slap a lava and get a push going, to be honest. Let's summon this back. If he wants to use any ground unit with his Lava Hound, that is going to be a mistake, my friend. Because I'm going to be able to use the Evo Valkyrie to pull it back. That is exactly what we're going to be doing. And you don't have a reset for my Inferno Dragon either. So you've got to deal with that massive push on your tower and my Evo idrag on defense. Don't think that's going to happen. We're able to win one of the sloppiest mirror matchups in recent history. Alrighty, we've got a normal knight. For some reason, that scares me, and I think he's 100% playing wizard. Please help me, God. No wizards. Oh, we got a drill. Okay, interesting. I'll be able to Valk here, I think, and then, oh, he's playing the super annoying version of drill where he clip farms me into oblivion and gets crazy tornado value. Wait. I don't have a fireball. I have a void. So not only am I going to be able to one-tap magic archers, I'm also going to be able to one-tap potential buildings in the middle to maybe get my balloon to the tower. I like my odds here. Okay, I do think it's probably a good idea to just go in with the Inferno Dragon here and then just probably let the rest of that go, I'd say. I think then maybe going in with something like a balloon here and waiting a second so I can void both the building and the Magets. I do not have void in cycle. Oh, wow. I thought I had void in cycle. That is not good. Ladies and gentlemen, that is not good at all. Okay, we're going to void here still, though, because he does have a NATO, so we're going to have to be a little bit careful. The lava pups blocked the tornado! I still think we would have taken the entire tower anyways, even if he NATO just the balloon. But we're going to do, because we had a bomber and lava pups on the tower, but that is an absolute win, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Bomber's getting crazy value. I don't think it'd be worth it to go in with the... Yeah, screw it up by going in. Now, this is still a very dangerous position because with only one little drill push, you could definitely take my left tower down. So I'm going to need to be very careful. I'm actually going to plug the bridge here and not let him get anything to tank for this drill so that my Inferno and Bomber combined to deal a good job against this drill here. We don't take any bonus damage. I should have just arrowed that, but I didn't know it was already at half HP. So the Void still works. And I don't know if going up against this 2200 HP tower would be worth it, though. Maybe I should try and go for it with like a balloon, but I don't think like as going up against that is just going to be easy pickings. I don't think so. He's going to try and opposite lane me, but I have a Valkyrie here, so I don't think that's going to be the greatest play. Even the normal Valkyrie would have still done wonders there. My bomber timing is off, by the way. I need to be timing it better. But yeah, here's what I'm saying. We can go balloon like here, then we can I was going to say pre-void a magic archer, but it looks like he is going to accept defeats. And we're going to be able to get another victory. This is... Void, honestly, didn't do that much in this video, but Void is one of the best cards to put in your deck. Would definitely recommend playing it or just trying it out.